I'm excited to use Formic Pro. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jose Uribe. I'm here with Tom Nolan with NOD. We're gonna head over to a orchard. This first time in checking out the bloom?
No, I've been here before, but it's been a while, since 2017 last time I was here. The bloom's happening here in this area.
Yeah, we are in, as you can see, Williams, California. We're gonna head over to one of our orchards. We're gonna go apply some Formic Pro. We're gonna take you guys with us. Let's go. Tom got himself a new bee suit.
Jacket, man.
Yeah, look at that. He got the tan one.
Can't be bringing those dirty, nasty jackets across the border. Yeah. We want to keep our viruses in Canada.
Oh yeah. So this is the bloom. This is a pollinator row, and the bees are working it. We're gonna go get to work right now. We're just gonna assess some of the hives here real quick. The buds are swelling, so there's really no stopping it. Bees are working. Pollinator row, if you don't know what a pollinator row is, it's just so they can get some cross pollination between. So they'll have a pollinator row, usually every 5 or 6 trees, but that's what it's looking like right now. And it is Sunday the 9th. We're out here on Super Bowl.
Dedicated.
Who's playing the Super Bowl?
Dedicated beekeepers.
Yeah. So we're just gonna take a look at some of these bees real quick and just kind of pick a few that we're going to apply this Formic Pro. I'm excited because I have never used Formic Pro, and we have a couple questions for them as we're going and doing things. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of things that you guys, some of you commercial guys, hopefully we can give you guys some confidence to be able to use this product, because I believe that we need to switch up the products that we're using and incorporate new ones. All right.
Things good, weather's good. It's actually a really good time to be using
it. So
it's
good. It's a high of 58 today.
You know, our temperature range is between 50 and 85, so we're in a good time to use it.
All right.
Good time of year to be using it too.
All right, so we're gonna get to it, guys. We're gonna light up the smoker. Once we get to the hives, we're gonna treat with that Formic Pro. So, guys, something funny just happened. I forgot a lighter. Thankfully, my wonderful wife, Kelly, has this small purple lighter in her car. So she saved the day. Tom, she saved the day.
Yeah, I think it's a woman thing. My wife's the glue that keeps it all together.
Yeah, yes. All right, well, let's go pick a couple hives. Tom came all the way from Canada. Well, now he didn't just come for me. He has a lot of business going on over here. No, guys,
just for you. I came from the California Beekeeper.
So this is their large box. This is the large box, right?
Yeah, commercial size.
Okay, commercial size. Yeah. And so we're gonna just pick a couple hives real quick so we can show you guys. And I'm actually learning here with you guys, so bear with us. Because I'm going to be asking Tom a lot of questions, and he's just going to give me the lowdown here, and he's going to find some good candidates for us to kind of pick from. So what are you looking for? More flight coming out, or? No,
I mean, well, you know, I'm assuming our hives are going to be stronger than 4 or 5 frames to be in here, right? Yeah, so any one of these are going to be fine. You got double boxes on. It's good to have the second box. Myself, I run single colonies. When I treat, I always have at least, you know, 1 medium super or 2 medium supers on. So putting it on with a double deep is fine. It's actually quite good. It is a brood treatment, so the strips go in between the 2 brood boxes. So we'll lift up the first box and we'll put our strips in. So you want to go ahead and get them on there?
Yeah, let's do it.
So with the Formic Pro, we have 2 treatment options. We have Option 1 we call 2 strips for 14 days. And we have option 2, which we call 1 strip for 10 days, followed by a second strip for 10 days. Typically, my preference, if I know we have a high mite count, we got a lot of cap brood, I like to do the 2 strips. We know we're going to get good penetration below the cap. Early in the season, if your mite count's not too high, you don't have a lot of cap brood, you have the option of doing the 1 strip for 10 days, followed by a second strip for an additional 10 days.
We're trying to go for the kill. This is the purpose, in my opinion. If we're gonna treat, we're trying to make sure that we treat early on and make it effective. So we're gonna go with the double. Is that what you think it would be the best? Or a single?
That's my preference.
All right, so Tom's gonna open this up, and after kind of talking about just the size of this colony in particular, we got a couple up here, a couple down here. We're gonna go ahead and give it 1 strip, and that's just because of the size of the colony.
You really just don't want to open up right up in front of your face. You don't want to get any vapors right in your face. So typically I just hold it down a little bit. It's not a very windy day today, so it's pretty easy. Of course, we're wearing our nitrile gloves because it is an acid.
All right.
So we want to use our nitrile or rubber gloves. We're going to just do 1 strip on this one. Separate our strips, and put that. Yeah. Now, because you got the feeder and the pollen patty, typically when I'm doing 2 strips, I'll go right from one edge like this with a second strip. This would be my sort of method of putting them on with 2 strips. But we've got a feeder, we've got the pollen patty, and we're only doing 1 strip, so it's not going to hurt it to run it across an angle like that.
Got it.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. All right.
What should we be expecting now having the pad on? Is there going to be flight? Is there going to be less flight? Is there going to be a couple dead bees? What should one expect?
It is early in the spring right now. Our temperatures aren't too hot, so we're actually kind of on the cooler side. I wouldn't expect to see a lot of bee kill with a 1 strip on a double box like this. When we're applying 2 strips, elevated temperatures getting closer to 85, it wouldn't be unusual to see some dead bees out front, possibly some dead larvae. But considering the temperatures and the double brood box, I don't think you're going to see too much of that.
We've now applied that 1 pad.
Yeah.
How would we follow up?
Okay. Keep in mind, unlike some of the synthetic miticides, which are contact strips, this is not a contact strip. This is a fumigant. It's a vapor, right? So we want to stay out of here until you come back to put your second strip on, 10 days. So really, you want to stay out of this colony for about a week while it vapors off.
Okay. Perfect. So we're going to be treating both of these here. It's a little stronger.
This guy's a little stronger.
So what would you recommend a size like that?
I'd put the 2 strips on this one
2
myself.
strips? Okay. Perfect. Man, it is a beautiful day here in Northern California. We are in Williams.
Typically, we think of it as a brood treatment, so we want to get it in the center of the brood nest across the brood frames. It's that simple, really.
Okay, so here's just a question. This patty being in between, does contact with the Formic, does that affect anything? Like
no.
No? Okay.
Ideally, you know, having the patty in there may be blocking the vapors a bit, but again, this time of year you're trying to build your bees up. I wouldn't pull it out.
Okay. Another question: before you treat, do you recommend people feeding? Make sure that you get all that stuff done before they treat? Yeah,
ideally. You don't want your bees stressed. So your bees are coming out of winter. If they're nutritionally stressed, you want to get some feed into them. You know, get a little bit of feed reserves in there. Because, you know, the formic acid is a stressor, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to avoid what we call, you know, stacking or compounding the stressors, you know. if you're moving your bees, you're coming back into or out of almonds, you don't want to unload the truck, have your bees stressed from the trip, feed, treat at the same time, because you know, so usually what we tell people is, you know, get them settled in the holding yard, get some feed into them, have them settled down, sort of recouping from that, you know, trip on the truck, and then, you know, give it a week or so and then get your treatments on.
Okay.
It's, yeah. But feeding is a good one. You really want them to have, not to be nutritionally stressed when you're putting that pads on.
And you probably also don't want to crack open your hives to feed while the medication's on, right? Correct,
because it is a fumigant. It is a vapor, so we want the vapors to stay in there. So at least definitely for the first week, you don't want to be cracking that box.
Okay.
The keys to a successful treatment is ventilation. You want to have fully open, or at least more than 3/4 of that hive open.
Yeah.
Ventilation. Hive strength, you really want more than 4 or 5 frames of bees. It's not a great treatment for nucleus colony. You need more bees to move those vapors around. And temperature. You want to be below, you know, in between our 50 Fahrenheit and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I think we're high 50 today. It's getting close to 60. What are we now? Probably high 50s.
Yeah, high 50s for sure.
So it's a good day. The bees are flying. Always a good sign. You know, typically what I tell people in the spring is if you're putting the treatment on, it's got to be warm enough for your bees to be flying. If your bees are flying, it's good to be treating.
That's a good point. One of the reasons why I've also been hesitant, and I wanted to share this with you guys, is because I'm afraid to lose queens. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We'll often hear, you know, the statement that Formic kills queens. Can that happen? Yeah, but this is something that's really grossly over-exaggerated. More than likely, what may be happening is supersedure. Particularly if you got, you know, poorly mated queens or queens that are starting to age out. If their pheromone is getting weaker, you know, you introduce the formic acid, it masks that pheromone, it could trigger supersedure. But, you know, is that a problem? I remember my early days working with NOD, one of our longtime commercial users, I asked him, what's your experience with queen loss? And he says, you know, I lose about 10% of my queens a year in my operation. He says, when I use the formic acid, that number doesn't change. It just happens instantly. Which it pushes out his poorly mated queens or his older queens. So he builds it into his management. There's a lot of things you can do to mitigate queen issues. You know, within the temperature range, having your colonies not stressed, you know, having them nutritionally well fed, having good ventilation. You know, when all those boxes are ticked, I think you're going to see very little queen issues. Yeah. The queen issues start to pile up when you're, you know, pushing the temperature limit. Your bees are already stressed. They're not fed. But no, I mean, I'm personally myself, I've been using the product twice a year for more than a decade. I mean, our CEO has been using it for 40 plus years. I mean, we're not seeing those issues. And most commercial guys who are familiar with the product are also, and you're starting to talk to those guys yourself here in California. We're seeing more and more people using Formic Pro on the commercial level. We have done these 2 hives here. We are going to do a mite wash later on after we do the second dose, and we're going to kind of do a comparison. I know I have mites. Absolutely, I have no doubt that I have mites. I haven't done a mite treatment since November. We know they're there. I think it was a couple days ago. I was feeding and just looking at brood and seeing how much of the queen was rearing. I came across a few that had some mites. So mites is something that I know that I have a hard time. We are trying to get on them now, early on, and stay ahead of those mites. Because what did you tell me? The mites just keep going up, well, they're only going in one direction. Right? And I'm always puzzled myself by when I run into beekeepers who, for whatever reason, choose not to treat in the spring. And you know, we all know that the hardest time to kill mites is in the middle of summer, where we've got more brood, we've got more mites, and we have limited products. And even our product, you know, you could be up against the upper temperature limit. So knowing that, why would someone not treat in the spring? Like, even if your numbers are low, they're only going in one direction. So my goal as a beekeeper is always to keep them as low as possible in the spring, you know, knock them down midsummer, to have them mites down before the queen starts laying what will be your winter bees, and then of course my follow-up in the fall, right? But historically, my own personal experience, I've learned that skipping the spring treatment is really for me, a really poor decision.
Here's another question. This is something I wanted to ask, because I know a lot of you guys in California may be concerned if you do want to use it. and you have the right ideal temperatures. And we're floating around the mid 80s, right? Or the 80s.
85 is the upper temperature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say we apply it, and in a couple days we see the hives start to get up to 90 plus.
Yeah.
What should we be doing? Should we go in there and take it out? Or
no, you know, as a manufacturer, we like to be conservative, and you'll may see in some of our literature us talking about the first 3 days being the critical day, but really it's day one.
Yeah.
It's day one. You know, normally I would tell people, you know, your first 3 days try to be below 85. It creeps up above 85 after day 3, not a problem. But I actually believe even day one, most of that vaporing off happens on day one. If day one is below 85 and it creeps up after day one, no, I would not take them out.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's
and
the first day is your most critical day.
Got it. If you guys have any questions, make sure you drop those down in the comments. We're going to continue here, and I have a couple more questions, but if you're in the middle of this video, have a question, drop it down below. I know we're going to have Tom probably on those comments, and he could happily answer some of those questions if you have any of those. Make sure you drop it down below in the comments. We will be following up. Make sure you hit that bell for the notifications. That way, as soon as we drop an update on what's going on with us and the Formic Pro, again, Tom has been kind enough to come out here to show me, because I probably would not be using this if he was not here helping me kind of figure out how to apply this. And I think that's a lot of, you know, guys here in California, we don't want to get past that point. I'm doing it right now because it's ideal time, temperatures are right, and we want to get ahead of the mites. And that's one thing that I know that a lot of you guys struggle with. I think with Formic Pro is going to be a good treatment to incorporate in our apiary, and I know that it would be for yours. I hear a lot of good things from a lot of my friends, and now I'm just kind of stepping out of our comfort zone to just finally be able to do this. But again, wouldn't do it if Tom wasn't here. So
you're not
alone. So now I could just blame it on Tom.
You're not alone, Jose. A lot of people have a little reluctance to using formic acid, and you know, once they get over that, I always call it, some of the guys are a little gun shy to use it, but once they do, they learn how to incorporate it into their operation.
Yeah, it's another tool, right?
Exactly. It's another tool in the box, and I think as beekeepers, we should really know how to use all the treatments, and this is a good treatment. It just takes it takes a little getting used to and learn how to. You work it in your own management program at wherever you are geographically, but yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of people using it in California. You were telling me that there is some guys that use it, and you know, obviously there's the recommendations on how you should apply it, how many strips or pads. Some guys don't really follow that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What do you guys recommend? You know, our label recommendations are based on, you know, years of research, right? We recommend, you know, we have the 2 treatment options, you know, 2 strips for 14 days, or option 2, 1 strip for 10 days followed by an extra 10 days. We also consider this a brood treatment, so we recommend putting the strips in between the brood boxes. Yeah. We know that's where you're going to get the best efficacy. Yes. I have some guys who just tell me they just, for whatever reason, will not, cannot crack those boxes, and they want to put it on top of the upper brood box. It's not as per our label or our recommendations, yet we do have guys who say that it works quite effectively for them. Yeah. That's it. All right, guys, we're going to stop Tom and give him Perdón, ¿no están saying grading ahorita?
No hablamos inglés, español.
¿Están checando las abejas?
Sí.
¿Cómo se dice? ¿Inspección?
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿Cómo se miran aquí?
Bien.
¿Bien? You hear that, guys? Es para mi canal de un YouTube.
Oh.
So, they're creating bees right now, and they said it looks pretty good. ¿Hay unas payas o no?
No, aquí está bien. Ajá. ¿Está bien? ¿Yo le digo?
Sí.
Ajá.
Órale. Tenga buen día. These guys, what they do is they go around and they grade our bees.
Oh, they're grading?
They're grading. I just asked them if you guys didn't catch my Spanglish. They go through the hives to make sure that we're meeting our contract, which is our grades. Our minimum here, it's a 5 frame minimum, with an 8-frame average. So some hives will be, you know, 12, some will be 10, some will be, you know, floating around the 5. It's been a tough year for beekeepers. I'm curious to ask them what it looks like, and they gave us a big thumbs up. So they said everything looks great. The bees look great here. So I'm super excited about that. So we'll see what once we get it on paper and what happens. Man, that was like a relief.
The ones we cracked so far look good.
Yeah. So, woo. Right here, I had all the bees congregating right here, probably in about 3 to 4 frames. So he recommended the center for something like that.
Yeah, because they're going to expand, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you come back, you're going to, you know, for you, when you come back to do your follow-up, put your second strip on.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pop them to see if there's 1 strip, throw another one. If there's 2, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, yeah. Yeah, you got brood. Definitely got brood. Yeah, yeah, again too, even with these temperatures on the low side, I'd probably go 2.
Okay, perfect.
I'm probably being too conservative with the 1 strip, especially on these lower temperatures.
2 on this one here. And let's see, it'd be like so.
Yeah, bring into the center of the brood nest.
Little center, okay.
Yeah, frame to frame.
And that's why I'm asking these questions, guys, is because I don't know, and I want to make sure that when I come back, I am doing it as they recommend. And you know, that may look different in your apiary. You might just know what you're doing. I don't, and that's why I ask these questions. Is that good? I wanted to put it down. Now I put it down, and he just micro adjusted, and that's what I need, because I want to make sure that I'm doing something new the right way. Got one more pallet, and I think we can wrap it up.
So is this what you prefer to do, like this?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. Just
yeah, I think same here.
yeah, one. So question, Tom, if you by accident get a little syrup on the pad, is that a problem?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, they're not eating the pad, right?
Yeah.
And no, I don't see why it would be.
Okay. If you have any questions, guys, make sure you drop them down below, because Tom will answer them. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope we were able to answer some questions, or Tom was able to answer some questions. If you did have any, and we miss something, comment down below. All right, guys, can't say that enough. Really thankful for you to come out here,
yeah,
Tom.
It's been fun.
So,
I'm not in Canada in the sub-zero weather with the snow, so yeah.
Yeah. If you guys want to go check out NOD and YouTube.
NOD Apiary.
NOD Apiary, okay. And there's some more videos on.
Yeah, we've got some great little short application videos, and of course you can do a follow-up on Jose's. We'll do a lot of Q&A following up.
Okay. Well, I think, should we get some lunch?
Lunch is good.
We'll go get it quick.
Bees are fed.
I'm on a diet. I can't eat tacos.
Bees are fed. Beekeepers need to be fed.
Oh yeah. We'll see you guys on the next one. Rock and roll. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Give us a big thumbs up on this video, guys. We'll see you.